Hello, my dear, darling, wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. Here is a video about numbers and the synchronistic messages that they might have in store for you. So what I'm going to be doing is going through the numbers 0 through 9 and giving an explanation of what I think that they are and what my interpretation of them is. And I will also be sending a link to, of course, there's this beautiful Angel Sacred Numbers blog where another group of women, I think, have done the exact same thing. But mine varies a little, but it might be a little more direct. It's just me and my learnings to transfer on to you, my people, my lovelies. So, if you would like to support the channel, energy exchange donations always extremely appreciated. Thank you for those who contribute. You can join me on Patreon for monthly contributions in exchange for monthly services on the first of the month. Like, share, subscribe. Always let people know about me. And you can get in line for either a card reading or a healing Reiki session. That's what I really like to do because people really see physical results. I haven't had one client yet that didn't really love the service. And card readings too, you know, they provide clarification and it's never a bad thing. And you can join me on Facebook and Instagram for free daily card pulls for a message because I love y'all. All right, there it is. Starting off with the number 0. 0 to me is the ultimate, it's a representation of the original awareness. So it's a very feminine number for me because it's like a birthing number. It's an amplifier. So if you see zeros with others, it's like, yeah, that's be aware, be aware, be aware. And if you see zeros in repeating, it's just like rebirth, reborn. For me, it's like, get back to source sometimes as well. So if you're feeling or just so get back to source being like, oh, is that the thought, or if a number 0 comes to you, it might be like that is of source or of the dark void of the unknown. Maybe release control a little bit. So when I see 000 a lot, it's like an amplification of my own self, threefold. And usually it happens when I'm experiencing positive emotions or building off of an emotion. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. 1 is a very masculine number. It's very direct. It speaks about newness, inspiration. To me, it's sort of like a lightning number. It can be, so 1111 is also a number of balance, right? When you see numbers repeating that way so much, 1111 to me represents the divine masculine and feminine in balance within yourself and outside of yourself, excuse me, which can be seen as a twin flame number, but it's also a high awareness number. When you have a balance within yourself, it will show outside of yourself. Okay. 2, and I like the shape of numbers as well. 2 to me is an ego number. So 2 comes up when it's like spirit is trying to tell your ego something, or a like around. How do I do this with the reverse? So it's like a roundabout and then straightforward. So it's like we may have to learn, we may have be thrown for a curve to be set straight. You know what I'm saying? So 2 is kind of like dealing with ego, dealing with limitation. And 3 is an ascension number. It's known as an ascended master number. And even just the shape of it, 3, it's like hopping over something. And that's just how numbers are as they stand. I mean, Roman numerals are completely different, and that is neither here nor there because Roman numerals don't really pop up all that much anymore. But the whole point being 3 being an ascended number. So 333, any kind of repeating just means amplified. And I hope you can take these, and if there's a combination, 1333 or 1313 or 13 itself, you know, that's divine inspiration and a need to ascend. So that probably means rough changes with that original idea, a new idea, divine inspired, with hop over, ascend above any sort of limitation. 4 is known as the spirit number. And depending on its shape, but it's still very angular, right? Because it can either be, I wish I made visual aids. Maybe I should. No, I just want to talk. I've been trying to make visual aids, and then I got caught up in a conversation, a mystical friendship group on Facebook, seeing me as an aggressive advertiser, and it's like, no, babes, I am here to help you. Please come see me. So anyway, I didn't make we're just talking. It's here. The information has it. Right? You have the info. So 4 being either like it has the triangle at the top or the square at the top. Either way, it's a very angular, structured sort of number. And to me, that indicates like changes, but for the better, and in a different way that 5 is a number of changes. 4 is sort of like you can't know everything, and especially if you're going through a difficult time, you're hitting angle after angle after angle, right? It's all for a higher purpose. It's all for an unknown, unseen. That's what 4 really means to me. It's like you can't really see anything. This is about 4D stuff. This is about stuff beyond the veil. Just trust that stuff is happening for the highest and greatest good, for your benefit, and especially if you cannot see it. Right? 5 to me is the number of changes. You have divine guidance. You have a change that needs to happen for a curve, for the changes you wish to see. For me, changes are never a bad thing. But for me, a number like 13 might be a more jarring change than 5. 5 is like 5, right? A whole hand, a hand extended, help, aid. 6 is a number of divine love. So if you see 666, it's not the devil's number damning you. It's a reminder that only love is real. It's a number of the 6th dimension, which is 3 on top of itself. So if you're not showing yourself a whole lot of love and 666 comes to you, it's reminding you that you're creating your own hell. Only love is real. It's your emotion on top of each other. So get back to what is real. Right? Lucifer, the angel, trickster angel, loves to come to like snap you out of it and make light of our suffering, because suffering births compassion, and sure, we all suffer, but at the same time, we all suffer because we forgot how not to suffer. So that's what 6 really means to me. Love is real. It's the only thing that's real. Everything else is illusion. So get back to the truth. 7 for me is of divine guidance, and it can be that of wishes come true. But 7 is and 6 being like full circle down here, don't get caught in that cycle. Like, it's okay to come back up and complete, right? To get to the figure 8, which we'll get to in a second. 7 is like the divine guidance and your execution. Only you can do what you do in the way that you do it. So, for instance, in tarot, like the 7 of Swords, it's like only you're in control of your thought realm. So if you're avoiding something, you're denying something, that's the sneaky aspect of it, right? But 7 of Swords can be like, okay, I have to get down to it. I have to study. I have to take that responsibility in my thought realm. 7 of Swords. So, and 7 of Cups, where it's like choices and whatever, it's like, there's a divine guidance, all right? And only you can listen to your emotional guidance under that, right? So there's that. 8 being the most feminine number. And actually, if I ever get tattoos, I don't know if I will. I keep wanting one, but it never happens. But I want to get 8 with 1 inside of it, just like in the center of each circle, as a unity, a true unity of the masculine and the feminine. 8 being full circle, and you can see it as like 0 in mitosis, right on top of each other. So 8 is co-creation. 8 is formation. So if 888 comes up to you, it's kind of like a reminder of you're in control over what you form, over what you attract. Because 8 is also, to me, like the most mystical number. It's the infinity. It's 4. It's 4 doubled. So 4 being beyond the realm. Hi, baby bee. Not even a bumblebee, a honeybee came to say hello and is doing this little dance. Doing circles. That is just so cool. So 8 to me is a very feminine number, a multiplication number, a working with the ethereal realm number. 9 to me is it's a number of coming full circle. It's a number of intellectual stimulation and piecing things together, where it's like you've journeyed and now you need to come full circle with something. And to me, it's more of a logical understanding number than like 6 is a number of love. And that's why 69 is such a beautiful, balanced number, because human beings love to know things, do we not? We love to be up here. We love to be full circle up here. But that 6, that divine love number, that's also lower root chakra, sacral and solar. It's like the lower frequency full circle. And 9 is the higher frequency full circle, where our intellect, our thinking aspect is all held, even our communication. So there's something to be said about that. And just to go on to the number 10, right? The divine inspiration coming with that realization, that ultimate full circle, but it's not even full circle, not in the way that 9 and 6 can be, from coming from somewhere into a lesson. No, it's just like, this is what it is. So there's my take on numbers. Sorry for the lack of visual aids. But I hope that this can piece together some things for you. Please list some questions down below. I'm always willing to clarify if you're like, this number I'm always willing to give my interpretation of it. Also, mirror numbers for the twin flame community. All right, I've been seeing them a lot. I know others in the twin flame community have been seeing them a lot, like 717 or 848. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's like spirit in the middle, and what the guidance has for the 2, whatever that number may represent, and then what the 2 are mirroring with each other through spirit. So 848, it's like, oh, you're both learning how to implement, use the divine feminine force, multiply your own self, have gain working the ether for your own benefit, 4 being to surrender to the unknown, and you both are going through that. So there's also that as well. All right, y'all, that is what I have for you and numbers. I love you so much for loving yourself along the way. I hope that this provides as a little study guide for any and all, and take care. I love you to bits and pieces, babes.